Hey everyone. We'll keep this music going for now, and realize I need to hit that. So hey everyone, going to be doing a little bit of punch times with Glass Carbuncle Company, specifically specifically Betrayer and Nethos. We might have a Ruse show up, but we'll see. Yeah. Also doing this to test two different stream things. I'm testing. To be fair, this is like I said, two tests. One is testing a new encoder for going out to the stream to see if it see A, what is the quality of it like, and B, see if it solves some of the problems I had with running my VTube avatar at the same time as Street Fighter. If I can solve that, that might be good indicator that I've improved my overall performance by redistributing where things get processed. But anyway, with that, let's bring up the game. Bring up the game. There we go. And right now, Betrayer and Nethos are already going. Let me just give them a heads up. So you guys can probably already hear me, I realize. Hey, guess who forgot to press the mute Discord microphone button?
Was it Lim?
Yeah, no, it was me. Why is it not captured? There we go. I had to tell it to capture again for some reason. That's the thing I should look into later. We don't need that running. I still can't believe I forgot to hit the button I just hit right now. Oh well.
Yep. I knew I missed my opportunity. He jumped instead of doing that. Dang.
Similar to the snake step is basically sort of similar to Terry's target combo thing, right?
No.
No?
Nope.
Fair enough.
Goes for the throw. Goes down. The low heavy hits. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stop.
Should have said low.
That attack. In a dire situation, they can afford any mistake. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart driving. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
One good news, at least so far my avatar hasn't frozen on me. But we'll have to give it some time, and at some point, like, when we're done with this room, I need to go into Battle Hub. Like a populated Battle Hub to see how things go.
I thought we got a range. Come on.
I was counting on your arm being extended.
I still can't get over the Zung, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Leo! Look, that's just spinning pile driver. It does that sometimes. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Leo.
Very dangerous range. Can definitely get clipped by something. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. The jump in is denied.
I have 2 chat feeds on? So I do. Why do I have a second chat feed on stream? It's not from that, I think. Yeah, it's not from that. Is it somehow in here? No. Oh, I found it. Thank you for telling me that, Leo.
Smart play with the throw. Super arc on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting.
Pure block string.
What do they do? Punch that off and control. Target lock and smooth. Butterfinger. The throw connects. Spring to create some space.
I didn't realize when he misses, he says, "Oh no, my finisher!"
Yep.
Step back to slow down the pace. Drive impact doesn't work. Drive impact misses. Wraps it up with a throw.
All right, enough of that shit.
Player 2 gets a
Eh.
clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column.
Alright, and since I'm started, I can actually apparently cause an error.
Yeah, because I was changing characters.
Sorry.
Mr. In a rush.
I didn't know you were changing characters. It doesn't give me any indication, I think.
What part of enough of that shit is unclear?
Quite frankly, I am not sure. Because I thought you were talking about enough of the getting
Anyway,
spinning
YouTube-
pile drivered.
I would like to point out on his character sheet, his perception score is -2.
I ain't arguing.
No. My passive perception is -17. My active perception is +1.
I need those, get him. I gotta stand up for a minute.
Oh, okay.
It's if I'm actively looking for something. Actually, no. My active is -2. My active is -2. My passive is -17. You're right.
Everyone's getting
You act
fired
like
up
I don't
and
know
we're
you.
just ready to get started.
You ready for hugs?
As long as you're ready for kicks.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Solid.
This has
Player 2 with the life lead. Spins a little drive gauge to start tomorrow.
Oh, you timed that poorly.
Easy to get tagged at this point.
I lucked out there.
And decides to go up there and drop him to earth. Projectile to try to change the situation. The jump in is denied. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? Goes in on the impact for nothing. In a dire situation. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big count. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Takes the hit and keeps on drugging. Planting trees and people with the pile driver.
So many spinning hugs.
A chance for big damage with the punish count. Rapid fire fist sends him up. Super arc on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting.
Okay, gotta remember the low also is farther than the high.
And jump into this one. One has gotta do better than that.
Ah, you got it. And there I go.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That butter hard. We're going into the final round.
And since Leo's not saying anything, I'm assuming those Discord boots are not coming through.
I thought I heard one,
Steal this win.
Ooh.
but I'm not.
Well, it shouldn't come through yours at all.
Okay.
Takes out the attack and gets the punish count. Dazzles him with the push. The throw connects. Both sides getting one. Punish counter sets the table for big damage. We're taking a trip to the ground. They're looking for the overhead this time. Trying to act quick, but with the attack. Goes for the air slash. Reach out and hug.
I did not have my brain.
Frame trap.
It wasn't the frame trap. My brain didn't process because it was okay. As you're doing that, I want a jackknife.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I'd done the third slap jackknife, probably would have hit me.
Hey, Rush Gal, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Ah, wrong.
Neither of them willing to give up ground here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter.
There, finally.
Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump. Showing us just how patient he is. Throws him. What's next? Closing moments of
Realized I didn't put my pitcher in a full state, so had to go get myself some of that Kool-Aid for adults.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. He'll want to keep the ball rolling. Oh, kick hit! Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here? Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. The rectified fist sends him up. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jump in! Not much life difference. Spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Gets a little space with the throw. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. This can lead to some big damage. What now? In attack lane. What are they going to do? Close it out. We're going into the final round.
No worries, Leo. Look, you're always allowed to be human. We're all human. I think.
Try to get a read on the opponent.
If what Robin said is true, some of us are apparently AI, but I don't subscribe to that.
Gets a smart throw. Knockdown and
Speaking of subscribing,
with a slight lift, will they capitalize? Getting up close, puts the brakes on the impact. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super. Brakes them. What now? Player 2 can't use driving force. There's a drive impact. Throws them. Player 2 is in dark times with a solid anti-air. With super arts into play, that's gonna leave them wrapped. Dangerous range here. Uses their drive game. Medium kick into goes for the waiting wall.
Ooh.
I
Just
couldn't
cool
make
saving
the
that
little
dick.
come out.
Yeah. Also, fair enough, Leo. Fair enough.
Heavy punch sends him flying.
Gotta remember, that's got armor.
Rips the impact.
one hit.
Reads them. Plenty of space between.
Damn, that caught fucking Sobot. Was that Sobot faint?
No, that was heavy Sobot.
Oh, okay.
See someone shoot their shot. Come on. What's their game plan here? Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll
Me
work
angry
to keep
now.
the pressure on. The overhead breaks their rhythm and shakes things up.
That was pretty cool, just cool.
Heavy punch sends them flying. They exchange blows. Decides to meet them in the air. Gets a little space with the throw. Still struggling for control of the loose. Goes for it all, but just what a loaded parry. Opens it up with the throw. What a smart throw. Siberia.
That was not what I wanted.
So what's next?
All those years of Tony Hawk Pro Skater coming to use.
There we go.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
DJ's fun.
We're going into the final round tied up. Victor has it in them to grind out the win. Counters impact with one of their own. Target lock and smooth. Player 2 has a slight light. Goes for the waiting move follow-up.
Damn, you almost caught him with that drop kick too.
Looking for a hold.
And that is it.
aircraft carrier.
I'm still tickled that everybody has a localized
Arena.
arena. Yeah,
It is the proper way to solve the stage select problem.
I agree.
That way we don't have just that one blue stage. Instead, now we've got pink mascot Blanca. Or
Yeah, Blanca-chan.
there is a... I'm trying to remember. There's something that matches the color scheme of this Blanca, and I can't figure it out. Also, I know it's a smiling face now, but every time I just glimpse it, it still looks like, why is the Laughing Man logo here? Or the Team 4-Star logo? I'm actually impressed that the avatar hasn't locked up yet. Usually it would have locked up by now, so, you know, there's bonus. You know what? I can just ask Leo for now. Leo, you watch the streams normally. How's the quality look? About the same as normal? Better? Worse? I think I just realized why I had turned it to CPU before. Because... Oh, Twitch hates you? Fair enough. Look, as long as it's about the same, that's all I want. I need it to... The idea with this is similar quality, but have it use less... Basically, just redistribute the resources it's using. And I'm thinking the reason I had CPU on before is because I started using NVIDIA Broadcast, which uses up GPU, and I think that was causing conflicts. Granted, I think that also may have been when I had that knockoff Seagate drive. You're not seeing tearing, lag, or artifacting? So if that's the case, that's perfect. Now I'm going to have to really see how this works. I need to actually see if I'm in that group. Really going to have to see how this works in Occult Crescent, Occult Crescent and Forked Tower. The terrifying, electrified Blanca doll. Are you able to air pile driver him when he's in that?
Yes, it's extremely hard though.
That's it was a is it possible? That's all I was wondering.
Yes,
Not
it
the
is.
different move.
Different
You caught
move,
the command
but-
grab.
Well, it's not even a like while you're doing your spinning thing. It's the like he hit you and then you were obviously stuck in a juggle state.
Alright, you guys have fun. I'm gonna head out.
Be well, man.
Fair enough. Take
Well,
care.
man.
I hope things go well. You know what? While we wait, considering he sent messages, I'm just going to give him a direct ping, so that he's aware. He being Root. You know, clearly, what I should also do is check with what's the word? Lift. See if Lift is still doing. Oh, that's a great. Here comes a new challenger. One of these days, I should look at setting up mine because mine I know is just the default. I've never set it.
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets a chance with the jumping. There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Knockdown. Player 1 chases him down.
Gotta stop doing just cool as Oki. It is not Oki.
Not shy with the grab. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge.
Cool.
Alright, what's coming next? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep.
Okay. That
I
was
can't believe
the,
that didn't catch.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
that was the
I'm
grab again,
surprised.
wasn't it?
Psychological advantage.
Yeah.
Feints, creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Shows off the air slash. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Reads their mind and charges forward. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Very. Plenty of life, a full drive gauge to work with. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner.
There we go. Heavy. Heavy, do not do medium. Got it. But have to be timed well.
Take advantage of that opportunity. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
You do not count as a projectile.
Breaking it up. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? So you're just gonna solid anti-air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Throw is denied.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, that cancels like
Well,
that.
No. No, I didn't think I hit that 3. I didn't think I did the spin 3 times.
honestly, it probably was worth it.
Yes, no, it was in the end. But it was that took me by surprise that came out.
Made some smart moves there. Great game. It is not over. They want that run back. How is it going to unfold? Drops him from the air. Blocks the impact. Brushes that off and keeps going. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Goes for the command grab. Very dangerous range. They can definitely get clipped by something. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet.
Nope. Okay, once you start doing that, I cannot wake up and do it in time.
EX or bust.
No, even the X, I couldn't do it in time.
Starts the party with a jump in. Going on the offensive
Like, once I'm up, I can probably do it,
with the target combo.
but not when you're chaining it like that.
Punch counter creates a chance for some juicy damage here. Machine gun uppercut rips. Going in? Player 2 can work with this lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump in this round. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. What do they do? We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Player 1 will look
You can
to
do it short.
a quick breather. Wasn't expecting that vertical roll. Experiencing
Yeah, EX.
what?
Fair, I tried it before, and I may have just flubbed the input and not realized then.
Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna reach the jump in perfectly. Looking for a hole. They both decide to ease the tension and back off.
Ah!
Player 1
It read a quarter forward. It did the faint sobot.
back. How's it going to unfold? Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Still early in the round. Solid anti-air there. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Knockdown.
I'm losing those exchanges.
Uh-huh.
So they throw out a fireball. Takes the jump in. All right, what's coming next? Player 2 is almost dead But some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in KO.
How many hits to the doll does it take for it to go away?
Depends on the power of the lightning I put into it.
Okay.
Yeah, if I EX, it gets the hop in 3 hits.
Player one had an impressive round while managing their drive.
If I super, it's 5 just explosive hits right now.
Gotta stop the bleeding here before it's too late.
In general, I found that it's just not practical to try to get rid of the doll.
Well, it was
Better
a
to try to figure out how to defend it, just block it.
case of, okay, I hit it and him with 1 to 2 hits. I was expecting it to be gone, and it was, oh wait, no.
Yeah, that is not how it works.
You could go through the list later. It's a really fucked up set of circumstances.
Oh, I believe it. This is also like the 3rd time in 6 months I fought Blanca,
Right.
so I've got to learn. That's why I've been mentioning okay, I can't do X, I can't do Y, but I can do Z.
Time for the stomps.
So, yeah, I am glad that it's working here. I guess I'm just going to have to it's going to be Battle Hub and or World Tour that will really test it, because that's where they had all the inefficiencies. But considering, again, we all said the game looks like it's running smoother, they may have just changed things up on us.
World Tour is really going to be the big test.
Well, that's the thing. Have any of us done World Tour since the recent patch?
I
Nope.
haven't.
Yeah, that's the
That
thing.
would involve dicking with Elena because everything else is done, and well, we all know that's not happening.
Yep.
Definitely get clipped by something. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Brings it all together. Dealing out the space.
Oh, I didn't even see that on me. I'm looking at you too much. I'm not noticing when you're putting mines on me.
Brings up the round with a decisive drive impact.
Anytime I do the backhand combo.
Picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage.
Okay, you see that like backhand is obvious with all the glowing that's going on.
I know,
Yeah.
I thought about it.
For shadow round. Baiting that the whole time. Knockdown and so at the center of the stage. Makes the hit and keeps on trucking. Hits in deep.
I need to remember I can't just throw those heavy punches out anymore. That just doesn't work.
That-
It is gone.
Fair, that wasn't a heavy punch. That was a drive impact you did.
Yes? Oh, well, that was what I did after. This is heavy.
Gotta be mindful of reach and jumping.
It used to be...
It's fine
Just
after a drive rush.
Yeah, that's true.
Are we going to see a comeback drive rush to keep it going? Looking for a good ROI with that.
See?
These fighters are swinging. The drive impact doesn't work. The next touch may decide this round. There's a burnout. There's the drive impact. That's gonna lead to a that combo finishes it. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
There's a point where I swear I saw you crouched when I was hitting you with a jump attack and it blocked. But I may have just seen it wrong.
Not all air attacks are high.
Yes, they
Oh, they
are.
are.
Solid combo. No hits.
If there was a like actual jump normal that wasn't high, there's problems here.
All jump normals are high. Air projectiles are not.
At this range, many attacks.
There's a few air to ground specials that are not.
The jump in is denied. We're near the end of the round. I want to see someone shoot their shot. Come on. Dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Hope you enjoy the show. AO.
I was trying to bait it forward.
Forward first with the win. The one to
And it would have worked if I did it like 2 frames earlier.
creates distance to try to get a devil's reverse.
I need those. Are you trying to tell me you're trying to cross a man up and mess up his inputs?
Hits in deep to get that drive.
Maybe.
Okay.
The back fist and look at the roll.
Good luck with that.
I've never said don't do it.
Fighters. How they approach this situation may have
I've just said, man, is it an insidious strategy?
gonna close it.
Man, it's one of 3 I've got that worked on the people I played against.
And I get that.
The threat of the corner.
By the way, thanks for the tip about empty jumps.
Gotta turn it around.
Empty Stomp is such a powerful move. Wow, okay.
I mean, that does it.
I didn't want. I just wanted to. I just wanted to kill a man. Ooh, that's good to know.
I've done that to you,
Yeah.
like, a lot of times.
I know.
One
I
of my
just thought I could
gamble
get
things.
over it. Apparently, you can't.
Well, you can, but it's high. Like, look how high that hits.
I miss Vega.
Am I dead? Yes.
Yeah, and the crit, I must have done a quarter wrong, because I tried doing the critical as well, just to make sure. I see what it is. You're standing, and when you're standing up from a crouch, it barely looks different.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Checks with the projectile. So who's going to make a move? There's a corner switch. Let's down the air approach. This range is where it gets interesting. Gotta utilize the reach of your move to bait out and
Damn,
Player one chases him
it's
down.
too late.
They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Impact shut out. Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Throws a projectile. Takes a trip. Throws to get around their defense. Player two will have to
Did they change the
any drive.
vulnerability on that?
For anything big.
No, it's just that it's a little later than you think it is when you start it.
Yeah.
So they break drive rush to keep it going. Player two
Fuck.
Just out of range.
Yeah.
draws first blood and it's on the board. And they keep the momentum. Creates distance to try to get a read on the Devil's Reverse.
Gotta remember, your range for that is yes.
Going in with
It's wherever I want it, kinda.
That's why I said your range is yes.
Super Art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the goal for the Super Art.
Oh, damn it.
Combo, and that's just the start.
Did you just spend 2 bars on a fucking feint?
That corner
Me?
make it hard to get away.
No.
It was to see if he would try to block backwards and I would get him forward, but I also deliberately did it short just to fool him too. So kind of.
Yeah, you did that way out of range.
Mindful of where you're headed. Smash him with the back fist and look at the move. Practicing. It's the Psycho Crusher, then some. Any mistake, oh, watch your head. Here comes the corner pressure. You're done. Gets a clear
Tim, get some water.
You know, I'll get what little water I have. I forgot to fill. Oh, hey, Manon.
Time for dance lessons.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Dance lessons from the toothpaste mascot.
Have in store. Saw that low ready coming.
I know it's supposed to be the French flag, French flag colors, I think. But just because of how close the three things are, it looks like she's a spokesman for Crest.
Four good damage. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Grabs him, knocked down. They're vying for dominant position in the plane. Adds parry to the pressure. Player one is almost good, but some clutch drive down to the wire.
I honestly wasn't sure who started first there.
A quick breather. Most of them are low on health and they are playing very comfortable. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Nice, Mary. Oh, what's gonna happen? Combo, and that's just the start. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Player 2 chases him down. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Lots of life to play with and full SA meters. What will they do? Oh, whiffs.
Backdashing this is not safe, correct?
It can be. It's throw safe.
Okay.
What'll happen here? The throw's no good. Gutsy plays
Did Burnout activate then immediately go away?
Yeah, because I
He
stunned
stunned me.
Oh, I didn't even see the stun bars.
at that. Bringing the good stuff to the
I need those.
See what eating your spinach does
What?
for you kids? Huddle.
Oh, hey, different arena.
Ready to begin this long-awaited fight.
Now in, I think,
Players look primed and ready.
some Latin American place.
Gets a chance with the jump in. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. Will they hit,
Excuse me.
whip, charge in? Tricky territory here. And impacts shut out. That drive impact doesn't get through. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Opts for the anti-air. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Overhead. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. The impact doesn't do anything. That corner's going to make it hard to get away. There's the Psycho Crusher. Gotta be careful not to brush his head off and keep going. He safely buffs the metal level. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. See what eating your spinach does?
And the third stage. You went Rome, Latin America, London.
Let their fists do the talking. Starts with the jump in. We're still early in the round. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the wall splat, and now the opponent is defensive. Knockdown. Getting the throws pumped up with Mané's Doré.
Nice.
Timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. That was a KO. Player 1 draws first blood, and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? Goes for the rush down to start. They're on a mission. Player 1
I wonder if this would also fit. Like, Helldivers was another one that had the same sort of avatar issue, as was Monster Hunter Rise. So, like, at some point in the future, I'm going to try at least, it would probably be Monster Hunter, but, like, this is seeming like it will probably fix that, because, look, both this and that are on the same engine.
Monster Hunter Rise is substantially more rough on the machine than this game, but it is worth testing.
So the new encoders are absolutely clearing shit up for you.
It looks like so far.
Nice.
Like I said, I'm going to have to take a look at, well, actually, after this, I need to start the second half of it. Oh, I thought it was going to be a simultaneous there.
I can never tell.
It was so close.
I keep thinking that I can jump over people when I use my level 2 in the corner, and it has never once worked, and I still keep thinking it will work.
Chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. Easy kick. This range is where it gets interesting. You
Right, you've got a great anti-air.
Everybody does.
Everybody does. Hers just...
I have yet to see the great anti-air that is of similar style for DJ.
Well, I mean, hers specifically throws you on the ground like that, but like...
That's not the thing I'm talking about. It looks like it's significantly faster for doing and safer.
Oh, it's not safer. It's just got a lot of easy startup for a lot of recovery.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how Manon is. Make him miss. If you can.
Player one needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Knockdown and full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Opens him up with throws him. The offensive assault just keeps going. Just knocks him out of the air. What now? Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford any mistakes. Yo, what's gonna happen? Gotta be careful not to whip this range. The hit throw connect. This is a great
Ah,
defensive display immediately.
You want to explain that one to me? He's on the
this-
same side. It should have been a half circle back, not a quarter circle forward.
oh.
Oh.
It should have been the grab, not the attack grab.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is broken away. Both fighters are getting warmed up. Player two has the throw connects. Player one, huge chance after that wall spot. The hit throw connects. And eats it. Player one, nothing stops this train.
I misjudged what you were doing.
Player two may be able to steal this back if they can land that super hard. Here comes the corner. That's gonna leave him rattled.
Schlorp.
I should have dashed back once you dashed forward. I forgot dash forward is also a thing in this game.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. That's a counter. Up into the air off the just goal. And all relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere. Knockdown. Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Alright, what's coming next? Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Checks with the medium kick. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That drive impact is blocked. Did that drive impact get punished?
Yeah, that was going to grab me even if my thing came out. Because I tried to parry that.
To get trapped in the corner. Unistorm takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Safely buffs the metal level. Dual SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Renversé. The hit throw connects. Connects with the wraps it up in a decisive combo. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Rushes down the opponent to oppose their will.
Greetings.
Hey, Rue.
Hello. How is existence?
Well, my stream test is going well, and we're punching.
Woo.
Do you want to join?
I do want to join. If my Street Fighter will load?
If you
Might
haven't
have a-
updated since the patch, you
Yeah,
have a
it
lot
might have a
to
little
load.
patching.
This is so tense. There
Oh yeah, that was the $60. I thought it saved me. It did not. Because now I have a new banner in a Street Fighter Years 1 and 2 edition, but I don't have the Street Fighters 1, 2 and edition. So it's like, oh, it's downloading all of that. There's no way, right? And there was not a way. Instead, before, I had a game that did not have DLC. Now, I own a game with the characters on it, but I need to pay for the DLC to unlock it. Why is it not cropping up?
Was looking for that jump attack. Taking stock. Goes for a
Hello?
down to try and change the pace.
Apparently I need to restart my computer. One moment.
Back out of the corner. Pushes that off and keeps going. Safely buffs the metal level. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important. What a slick combo to take that round. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Instant jumping. Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here? The jump in is denied. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Not shy with the grab. Knockdown. Hope you enjoyed the show. Jackknife maximum connect. Anti-air drops it. Renversé. The hit throw connect. Tail pushes that off and keeps going.
Ooh.
A chance for big damage with the punch counter. G-gun uppercut rips. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Clutch, anti-air. Tries to act quickly, but
Okay, I don't know how the cross-up happened.
player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start the rap.
Oh, not what I want.
Here's the final round.
I was just all of a sudden on the other side of you.
You were in the air and drive impact has forward momentum.
Rushes down the opponent to oppose their will. Renversé. The hit throw connect.
Did I put Street Fighter 6 on my other one?
And I think I'm dead?
No, God, no.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
I was
close, though.
pretty damn close to dead.
It prorates just a little too much to kill you.
Yeah.
I knew you would be close, though.
Yeah, that was I'd have to basically perfect you now. That's not happening.
Perfect Betrayer.
It's happened before.
It's
Yeah.
happened before.
Yeah, but from that position against Manon, considering how I've been playing, no, it wasn't happening.
I got a little grumpy at the fact that we kept getting close to timeouts in all those matches between the three of us.
Very nice anti-air there.
That's too much turtling.
You know I don't like them timeouts.
I don't even look at the clock.
Dangerous turf.
Like,
the only
here's
way to
the
win.
thing. I'm okay with this game of, hey, we're getting close to timeout, because, like, we aren't just outright turtling. We are basically trying to be, okay, who goes win?
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
Whose room is this? I don't think it matters, right?
Yeah, as
You
long
don't
as
know.
we're on the, as long as you've got them on the friends list, it does not matter.
Okay.
There's a change of
It is my room, but you should just be able to join.
Yes, Leo, Bison is a horse girl.
but they can't get complacent. Starts the party with a jump in. This round,
I don't know. His fucking outfit 3 is pretty fucking sick.
I haven't seen it.
both fighters want to establish themselves.
I didn't know he had one.
He drank water.
Going in with double reverse. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is the turning point. They gotta turn it around. Avoids a dangerous going from the super hard. Jump.
Released or still in development?
Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack.
His outfit 3?
Gotta be mindful.
He's still in development. I saw the pictures of like the full model.
Must that throw connect. A quick breather. What'll be the plan here? A real test of nerves here. Things are very
Having a hard time with
Damn it.
Psycho Crusher today.
Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to have their
Oh my god, they stole a Tekken character.
It's got a showcase trailer, so it must not be out yet.
denies the low heavy. Throws to get around their defense. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Gets the counter.
Oh my god, that's just Brian Fury. What are they doing?
Pushes the opponent into the corner.
Excuse me, I'm gonna put this shit in Punch Night so that y'all can see what I'm looking at, and I'll probably put it in the fucking stream Discord too.
Fair. Hey, Smage, welcome.
Shit, you weren't in the corner. Damn it. That bad. No.
Well, it also looks like you did it too early because I didn't even block it.
Well, no. You do it instantly. The way that crazy combo works is you immediately, instantaneously do a heavy jump, heavy bison jump into an EX landing.
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Player 2, there's the drive attack. That's going to lead to a juicy punch.
Although I haven't checked if it even works anymore. It might not. They nerfed the damage on it a lot, but
Oh no, I'm either someone hacked or maybe they saw it from a video. I saw someone post spiciness from May. DLC. Fighters, your 1 and 2, soundtrack, your 2 pass, your 1 pass. Yes, that's not.
What were you
pass. There must have
expecting,
been-
Sephiroth?
Hi, Guile.
No, seriously, look
fighting.
at those 2 images.
Admittedly, this is also a stream test. How is that? That's basically 6 ping, and that's weird to me.
you hit my head. Like, if I do this, you hit my face, not my arm. I landed on your fist. I don't want to land on you when I do that one. Like, if with stomp, I want to land on you. With the other one, I want to hit you with the arm.
Fair.
But I have more control.
I'm expecting though my standing thing to still get hit because your arm is in my head.
Dude, like, standing punches are pretty good anti-airs. Most of the time. You have to use them at the right time, though.
I am as best posture as I'm going to get playing with a fighting stick, Leo, but thanks for checking.
Clearly, you need to cheat and get a hitbox.
No. At that point, why don't I just play with a keyboard? Because that's a discount hitbox.
Very dangerous range. You could definitely get clipped by something.
And yet, they say that a hitbox is cheating.
No, they've given up on that as long as it doesn't let you do up, down, and left, right at the same time.
Yeah, the only problem with it was, being able to do inputs that you're not able to do with a controller.
And now the games are being, you know what, we're just going to make it so that is not a valid input.
Yeah.
Because that's just the easier way to do it.
They didn't even fucking try.
Oh, I think he looks cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
did you
I
look
can
at
do
the
that.
2
Good to know.
images I pointed out, though?
Yeah, I saw. But the joke's on you. I don't know anything about Tekken.
I know that a fat guy in Tekken 7 can wrestle a man on the ground and 100 to 0 them on the ground. And it's very boring to watch.
To be fair, Sephiroth, the motion inputs were difficult for me and Nethos as well when we started. Betrayer kind of helped train us, though. And to be fair...
It really is just a matter of practice.
Oh, damn. I thought I was going to get that one.
And it took me, like, probably 2 months to start feeling comfortable with it.
Oh, it took me long... Sorry for hitting the mic there. It took me longer, but it also took, like, certain characters to be able to learn certain motions. Like, again, Terry in the KOF that we played is what got me to be able to finally do the Dragon Punch motion, because he had a version of it that the beast in me was able to use more as a semi-regular thing.
And like for Street Fighter especially, like, and I really should have done this with Guilty Gear, but like it actually is, you really do want to just play as Ryu for like a couple months.
Yeah,
He
no,
will
playing
teach you how
as
to fight.
playing as the Ryu of each game honestly helps.
How's this match going to play out? Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Dangerous ranges. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. Both fighters battle for that mid-stage position. Reads their mind and catches the throw. Blocks the jump in.
It's funny. I used to.
Damn, I thought it was gonna get you.
The only sort of fighter I used to play was Smash, and not even very much because I didn't have a lot of fun with the people I used to play Smash with. But I thought that the controls in Smash were like they were way simpler and more intuitive, and I was like, I don't know, I just think this is better. I now feel exactly the opposite. Smash now feels extremely limiting.
Well, try playing as one of the Street Fighter or
throw.
one of the Street Fighter or the KOF characters.
You don't
Or the
really
Tekken
get extra
characters.
stuff. I know, but you don't really get extra stuff for using their inputs.
Yes, you do. That's the only way you get Buster Wolf.
Well, never mind then.
And it lets you do some things in positions you couldn't otherwise normally do.
Well, my other problem with Smash, though, at this point is just playing it with a stick is hard. And also turning your character turns your character. Who would have thought that would be a problem?
Well, to be fair, that's why I've changed the C-stick into tilt controls. So, like, all the tilt attacks...
Oh yeah, no, I do that too. Yeah. It's just a little hard to get used to.
Damn,
Or
too early.
used to.
You remember the anti.
A quick breather. Player 2, the throw is denied. Direct hit tennis fight. They've been keeping a full drive game. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive on. Gotta do better than that. Pokes with a kick.
What was the change they did universally for sweep? Because it was kind of important.
I don't remember. You know, Sephiroth, at some point I need to see who else has that to maybe just make like a... admittedly, it would be all of us Battle Royale items on, like, shenanigans. Because, like, I'm sorry, that's how I find fun in Smash Brothers, because of the chaos.
You mean playing the game?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that, you know, they cater to those who don't want that for online ranked play.
What?
Yeah, online ranked play is just Battlefield, basically, with different flavors of colors.
Warning how far you're in to go.
Oh yeah, I remember
Damn.
down to take a look at this stuff you linked. Yeah, you're absolutely
Yeah.
right. They didn't
Oh!
even try.
Damn.
You were in the air.
I was. You're right. Oh, try to grab you. Why did I try to grab you?
Because it would have worked.
I got smacked for trying to grab you.
I don't think... the problem is you did, I think, too late, or too far, or not the right spacing. Because grab will grab you out of that.
Good anti-air. Looking for the throw attempt.
Oh, I don't think that punch would hit.
Was looking for that jump attack. Knockdown. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. The jump in is denied. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important. Jump! Reads their mind, extra throw.
Why did it? God damn it.
Are you both exchanging
I got a double instead of the dragon.
Both fighters are just about done. Big meter gap here that may be a factor.
Yeah, I didn't have the health to cut this.
Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Let's welcome back everyone from the ad break.
Instant jumping. Connects with the medium kick. They trade. Good job blocking the jump.
Oh, I didn't think he'd land.
Just how patient they could be.
I did the 2 punches.
Gotta be careful not to whip this range. Jumps up, knockdown, and
You know they made changes to Candy, right?
medium kick.
No, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Air slash. Jump.
She had one of the longer lists, didn't she?
Get in here, right?
She had one of the larger gameplay change loops.
The medium
Yeah.
genius read.
Ah, I thought you were getting closer.
Checks with the medium.
I know.
Tech though, barely hanging on. It baits out the low kick. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range.
They also nerfed Hooligan after Spiral Arrow,
Pain
Ew. Why would you do that?
because Spiral Arrow was very, very powerful as a setup for Oki.
Who would have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.
And it shouldn't be free off of 2 lights.
Apparently, Smage is saying, you not have... To quote Smage, Rue, I have no idea what I'm doing. Shocked Pikachu face. He apologizes, saying it's not fair to you, though.
Mhm.
I figured I should relay.
Fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
I am an angry old assassin who doesn't actually kill people, apparently.
Okay, you're
Yep.
an angry old healer.
Let's see what
We've determined he's a healer.
blocks the jump in.
Right? Shoryuken exists.
He breaks people's insides so bad that when they survive, inevitably survive it because of plot armor, they are fully healed and rebuilt.
Look, it's just the principles behind acupuncture, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Blocks the heavy low. Alright, what's coming next? Drive impact get punished? Connects with the medium. Knockdown. KO.
When you stand over me, you like to throw.
Picks up
Yeah.
the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage.
Like the moment you did it, it's okay. I know what I did wrong.
Alright, who's gonna swing first? The jump in is the
It's the I feel it. I feel it as I press the buttons.
I have the same thing. I hit something on habit and I'm like, shit. Damn.
Gotta be careful not to whip this range. Drive impact is denied. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They're backed up into the corner. Keep it play, kick. Looking winded, burnout changes again.
There we go.
Quick breather. Nothing stops this train. Or if they were thinking that the whole time? Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
Oop.
Looking for a hole. Closing moments of the round. One hit's gonna do it. They both decide to ease the tension and back up adds a little spice with the overturn. Medium kick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Speed rate now. Who's gonna throws them? Opens him up with the throw. Scrapping and hits the overthrow throw out of the teleport. Player two looking to slice off a limb with the demon guillotine. Player one has
Nice.
Yeah, I won't lie. Sometimes I also do my mistakes to make you remember I make these mistakes and then stop making the mistakes. I
you
am
throw him?
actually trying to do that sometimes. Not always. Sometimes it's just, habit happening. But also sometimes it's, oh right, I have this habit. Wait, he knows I have this habit. Can I use the fact he knows I have this habit to my advantage?
Ah, yes. Conditioning.
I figured that was a worthwhile gamble to take.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is no, by the way. Betrayer will recognize when he's been conditioned.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Akuma's going in. Pokes with the medium kick. Scrapping it out up front. Takes a trip.
That would have beaten my EX anyway, I think.
Absorbs the attack and fires back. Following with the target combo. Taking stock. Player
I
two,
don't think there's another projectile actually that beats
player two,
OD
on the board first with the win.
Akuma
They'll want
Fireball.
to keep the pressure on.
in Clash anyway.
Super projectiles.
Super projectile. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Shows the medium clutch. Brushes that off and keeps going. Doesn't miss a beat. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Hostile reposition. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make is a smart play to stop the opponent there. Overhead. Jumps with the medium kick. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump into this range. This is a crap.
I'm dead.
Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion.
All right, this gives me time to set up the test and see this image. Also, I just realized Zephyroth gave random card bundle that gave the Amethyst one. I really need to make those selectable. I keep forgetting to do that.
Let's see him duke it out. Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
Let's see. So that's going
Watch the
now.
jump in.
Now, where is Discord?
Denied up top. This. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this one. Low heavy. Caught in the cross up.
Yeah, with the exception of like one of them having a mask. To be
There
fair,
are ones where he doesn't.
okay. I was going to say, like, also that Bison makes me think both a little bit of God of War and Cole from Infamous.
Player two draws first blood and it's on the board.
There are other fighting games that I think they're pulling from, and that also irritates me because there's other characters that look like that and shit, like Garo, and I'm sitting here like, there's too many. Let's just go with the one I thought of offhand.
So what you're saying is they went generic.
Anything now. Player two needs to use the threat of a corner.
That's supposed to be clean game.
Opens him up with the throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This would be there's the drive back.
That's my fault.
Leads to a juicy punch now. Connects with the throw.
Too early.
Chance to seal the deal. Closes with the
Yeah, I gotta commit to something first.
I know. I was trying to time it
You know, I should
so
put
that it would
this
be too
here.
late for you to change your mind, but I'm not super great at that.
down the bit. Heads up. Brushes that off and keeps
I just also remembered I should put a stream mark in so that I know when to watch the stream after I start recording of, hey,
Fuck you, Mark.
no, Mark's off duty. I didn't, Mark's not on duty. This is stream Mark. So this is Smark.
Too close to Smage, I refuse.
Okay. How about Sark?
Player two
That still doesn't work.
From
with the win. They'll
from Tron?
Was there a Sark in Tron? It's been years since you know what? One of these days we need to, you know what? At some point on a non-stream GCC night, I'm just going to find Tron and just similar to like how Rota's put on Dropout. I'll just put Tron on for, you know, us to watch.
Good call.
Player two in dire straits with burnout. Smart play with the draw. Going in, going for the super arc like a bullseye on the dartboard with that psycho punch. Doesn't miss a beat. Player
I'm
might have
I said Tron. I did not say Tron Legacy, nor did I say apparently the series that came out after Tron Legacy. The movie after Tron Legacy never came out because, well, they kind of screwed things up with Tron Legacy. Yeah, there was a series that came out after Tron Legacy. I don't remember if it was animated or live action plus animated or what, but yeah, they had a mini series come out. Or maybe it was a comics. They had something that tried to continue the story after the movie.
That's fair.
Knockdown. Old fighter was pretty much unscathed. Will the hit, whip, charge in?
Oh, we got under you. I did not.
Player 2, maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage.
Hey, Cookie's here.
Pressure building. Very solid corner.
She's here to be in the way. Oh, she has jumped in my lap and is rubbing her head on my hand with the controller.
So she's she's forcing you to pet her, is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
Admittedly, this morning Lena woke me up. I picked up my phone to see what time it was, and see what messages I got while I was asleep. And she just started rubbing her face against my phone constantly. It made typing really hard.
I usually just give up and give her attention when she does
Oh, that
this.
is not what I wanted. It didn't do anything, but that is not what the button I wanted. Damn, that's safe though.
Only because you keep doing all your defensive shit, and so I've got to play defensive like everybody else here. I'm only doing the 3 safe moves I have. If y'all want me to stop being safe, y'all need to start making risks.
That's... Wait, a different direction than I thought it would. Stop doing the double circle, please, God!
Spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Jumps up, drop that off. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. A jump barely blocks the medium kick. Player 1 gets a clear victory.
Being absolutely serious with this right now.
I know.
We're here in the first round.
Hey.
Which one of them will let
Okay,
the
remember that, huh?
talk? Blocks the heavy low. Denies the attack and player 2 with the life lead. Down. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Sticks the jump in. And absorbs the attack and fires back. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in is denied. Overhead. Okay, they trade hits.
Yep.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Steps back to start things off. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Who was going in?
Again?
Spices things up by adding the super art to the combo. Now can they finish the job? They return to center stage.
Realized when I was looking at inputs the last time you said that, I was looking on the wrong side.
Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from into the drum? Player 2 gets a clear
I enjoy how the announcer was saying, "Are they going to be able to snatch victory from the jaws of?" And they're down.
The first round starts now. Blocks the low heavy. Adds parry to the pressure. From up above. And at this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Takes a trip. Reads them. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor.
Oh yeah, they changed parry as well.
With the medium kick. Medium kick.
It's basically, unless you're like very
Also blocking the same way that you should be parrying, you don't get the perfect parry.
okay.
Instant jumping. Smart play with it, bro. Jumps up.
Like you still parry, you just don't get the perfect parry benefits or the slowdown, right?
Right.
Crafting it as a smart move to stay on guard. Jumps in. Right. Going in? 5-gauge gap here.
Okay, why are you going backwards? I just want up, please.
Halfway through this round. Both fighters have this is gonna hurt. The throw connect. A quick breather. Gotta be reads the jump in perfect.
Wow. He expected the low.
Tries to act quick, but risks the attack. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Barely blocks the jump in. Medium kick hits. Connects with the throw. What now? Player one.
All right, so far, like even with recording, it's not having any problems.
Good.
Yeah. Right now, I'm saying today's test is a success. Thursday, I'm doing another test with this, basically, of seeing how Final Fantasy handles it with doing the Oculent. Why do I keep calling it Oculent? Occult Crescent, and then also, the
I don't know.
I don't know either. Like, my brain just is transposing letters on me. Either way, that and Forked Tower, because I need to see how Forked Tower looked and listened for yesterday, because I felt the difference for it when it was when I was streaming it yesterday versus not streaming it previously. But everything I felt was only on the first boss, and then it became, hey, this feels normal. So
It's gonna be exciting to see.
it could have also been I was just tired.
Who's chompy?
Let's see what they try and do here in this
Oh,
first
damn.
round.
What?
I had someone that had an emote to fucking chew her teeth.
Starts with the jump in. Very dangerous range.
Thought it was Cammy, but apparently not.
Cammy's up is the weird smile.
Solid block.
The creepy smile.
My
He's perfectly
dude,
normal. Yeah.
she just doesn't know how to smile, that's all.
Yeah. That's fair. He's kind of had it real rough for most of her life, hasn't she?
The corner pressure for some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Jumps in. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Jump. Checks with the medium kick.
What is
dropping
the?
it.
I'm trying to remember what the heck is the target combo that has the feint after it,
Medium?
and then what's the follow-up? Just heavy?
I don't know, man.
Fair enough.
You can feel the intensity in the
Yes.
What? You
Okay.
don't know every character in and out?
smokes with the medium.
I got the feint that time, so it's just I've been doing the timing wrong. Thank you.
Now they added Elena, I gave up at that point.
Damn. What did Elena ever do to you?
Lots, she's fucking awful.
Jackknife maximum connect. The super duck.
I don't think you should have a normal never mind.
I don't know, man. I do not know.
I know, I have a lot of third strike trauma.
Ah,
They have to optimize the drive in with the crossover. Puts the brakes on the impact. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
my fighting game experiences: Sign, Revelator, Skullgirls, and some Accent Core.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods
Hey, I tried to open that shit up.
I mean, I played
actually
other
surprised that
fighters,
hit.
obviously, but like those are the only ones I actually like played.
I actually do want to do more Accent Core again.
I mean, Betrayal will stop this right now for us, some Accent Core.
I need.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6 is also good.
I was going to say, I just needed this for my stream test today. It and Monster Hunter Rise are the two games I have that are the most taxing on my computer right now.
Rise?
Yeah.
Wilds.
I'm sorry, you're right, Wilds.
I was like, the
That's
newest
right.
one or actually Rise?
That's right, I forgot.
Wilds.
I only play Monster Hunters that can be abbreviated to MHW. Not intentionally, but
Wilds
Yep.
is very.
it's not it's standard Capcom. This engine has
Yeah.
difficulty for them optimizing it.
They actually have done optimization, which they usually don't do, but just there are some areas that I think, unless you have a supercomputer, it's always going to be bad. And Firetown is one of them.
Though you would think they would have figured out basic optimization tips by now, considering they use this for I think a mainline Resident Evil and a remake. So like they made a bunch of
It's not
games
worth it
with
to
this
them, they just
engine.
don't do it.
Buy it anyway. I expect you to be in the air.
Me too.
First time I've hit with that.
Hey, yo, it did though.
To be fair, that was the second time I did it. The first time he punched me in the air when I was hoping the uppercut would have hit him in air.
But man, it worked. Patch notes fulfilling that promise. That was early.
Yep.
Gotta be careful not to whip this range. Player one will look to apply pressure here. So what's coming next? Both fighters have full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages.
Oh, that was low. What have I meant by that?
This throw is gonna leave him wide open. What does it do? Pushes that off and keeps going.
I can't do any air combo whatsoever? Jesus.
Are we going to see a comeback here?
Ah, damn. I actually got fainted.
Full drive gauge in their pockets, but they gotta pull it out.
I think you got some studying to do, apparently.
Yeah, Cammy is different.
This is the final round. Expect to see some
I can't study.
That's
if I
fair
do, I
enough,
get
Mage.
toxic.
But like even RE, I was hearing things when people were complaining about Street Fighter and Wild's optimization problems of people just saying, hey, yeah, this has been here since those Resident Evil games, and they haven't fixed it yet.
Exciting!
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Pressing that fucking
It's
special
freaking
game.
Capcom.
To be fair, they are at least getting a little bit better with the PC stuff in the, hey, this is coming out at the same time, not 2 years later.
Early on that.
Yeah, the desync between Monster Hunter World console and PC version was really crap.
I
How did he get a read on that throw? Solid answer. Grabs it. Player two can't let the overhead deny. Impact block. Immaculate counter.
I shouldn't have tried to just cool out of it.
Clinches the
Nope.
win. That could have been any
I keep wanting Just Cool to get me out of range of things, and it almost never does.
I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but just, what is it? 5H kick is very long.
Still very early in the round.
A lot of people's 5Hs are pretty good for range.
Yep.
Dangerous range here.
That was I don't remember exactly what the change was, but I think what it was is
Throw is a
the disjoint for everybody's sweep now is much better, and it's slightly better range, so that the sweep is always a good counter poke.
I thought it was
So
the opposite.
2 heavy kick is now also a good response,
What's next?
but also don't get blocked.
They're showing us just how patient they can be. Misses the drive impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
I mean, most characters I've played have a good had a 2 heavy kick anyway, but apparently they wanted it to be a universal option.
one chance here may end this round.
Damn. Even if I did
you
the
made
feint.
the right call. I think the second one would have hit me.
No, it wasn't going to. And I was saying, even if I did the feint, you were hitting me there.
Well, yes, the feint, absolutely.
Well, the feint's the fastest recovery one.
The
Right,
feint
but I
he may
tried
have been able to block, but it
No,
didn't look
no,
like
I'm
it.
saying the feint I would not have been able to block.
Okay, creating some space here. Spin them. Knockdown.
Damn it. No hooligan setups whatsoever.
Checks with the medium kick. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday.
The fuck is that?
Player two,
Target combo that I almost
Ooh.
never use until today because I keep forgetting it exists. So I need to train the beast.
Train that beast.
takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Super art on deck.
Not
The super.
white. It was absolutely a dragon.
The jump in perfect. Closing moments of
Really wasn't.
one hit's gonna do it.
What? I
Yeah,
did
it's
3
not what the
buttons.
input was.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
I think they're saying your directional inputs were not a dragon.
Yes, I am understanding
Oh.
that part.
Sorry.
But I am here pressing the 3 buttons. I don't know what's coming through. Also, ow.
The fact that you just sit on crouch block a lot so that it reads it as a quarter forward when you go down, back to forward.
Yeah, you.
Get your plates ready.
That happens to me all the time too, and
Player one needs to take advantage. That throw's gonna take
it's just a thing about this game. You are probably going to get a quarter forward if you're crouch blocking and try to do anything.
What are they going to do? Tennis fight. Okay. Knocked him out of the air. Player two, can't let
Just out of range. Damn, Lim.
I stopped intentionally because it was wait. You get hit. You bad things happen when you do this.
The beast.
We'll get to follow up after that target combo. Sticks out a kick. There's moving charging in.
Damn
You are
it.
not a projectile.
I am not a projectile.
Straight up outplayed him. What a way to bring him back down to earth.
I'm gonna skip because I want to swap characters. It's time for where is he? There he is. I thought I had a better color for you. Nope, I don't. Okay.
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
Now time to watch it go super fast.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Can't decide who's going to stay in the corner. Grabs him, takes a trip. They break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The jump in is denied. Very big counter. Fireball gives them the round. Player two draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Throws him. What's next? It's like the flames are dancing. Kagaru no mai. Throws to get around their defense. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump into this range. What a reaction to go.
Wait, did that eat your fire?
Barely blocks the jump in.
Apparently.
Interesting.
Pops up.
Shouldn't have.
Come up with the throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should not have happened. I didn't even notice that until you said something.
Well, it's because I was starting to try look of, okay, where's something that tells you how many fire moves you get? And then it was, I don't see anything. Wait, I don't see her fire wings.
Butterfinger. He comes in and whips. They're wide open. All the way up to the field. And they add to the slice with the overdrive. Player two can't let you're done. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The final round. It's a bad situation to be in. Wow. Set and waited for this opening. They're ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Player 2 with the rip rounds them from above. Critical art now? Any high. So what's next?
There we go. Now I see it. I mean, Smage, that's just because the city, whereas they have the please not here, is based off of London, I'm pretty sure, or is London.
We're finally ready to
Guilty Gear.
waited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Jumps up.
For those who aren't seeing chat and hearing me talk to people you don't... For those who get to hear me talk to the voices!
Fall short. Denied up high. Neither of them willing to give up ground here.
God, that's actually terrifying of thinking of chat that way.
Projectile to try to change the situation. Player 1 is almost dead with some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn this around in their favor. Player 2 on the board first with the win.
I wish there was more to my.
Pressure on. Piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? And tech the throw. Parries the attack.
Oh, okay.
All the way to the
She can beat the frame trap.
Hey, there you go.
That's not really good for me.
I mean, isn't the point of a frame trap...
Anybody can beat it by jumping, but...
I was gonna say, I thought the point of a frame
Oh
trap was
wow,
it's a...
you have to finish recovery to get the fire. Wow, that's not how it used to be.
Manages to block the jump in attack. Both sides getting ready. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to push
Okay.
the opponent into making a mistake. This can lead to some big. You're done. Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W to that column.
Why the fuck did they do that?
No idea.
Oh.
It's time for a KOF fight, I guess. Or not.
I did not hit back. What the fuck, game?
Oh, hold on.
We both hit
Everything.
ready, so we're going in.
Monsters.
Well, I was hitting the button because I was trying to enter spectate, but then it threw me in there as I hit the button.
All right, first round.
Right,
What's
right.
going to happen?
Power Dunk is not Dragon Kick. It's a target combo.
Oh no, with the drive attack. So they break forward for pressure to the home. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Alright, what's coming next? Reads them. Big play does it. Player 2 draws first blood and it's on the board. And they keep the momentum. They piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Impact doesn't do anything. Smart play with the throw. Heavy punch sends him flying. Steals
That's the Dragon Kick is not a... It is not a charge.
going in. Both fighters have full super meter on deck. Connects with the throw. Knockdown and dead. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Siberia, they got a bed for you. Going on the offensive, somehow manages to block the jumping. Player 1, perfect read with the anti-air. Player 1, forward, taking a trip to the ground. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Looking for a home.
Right, it won't be that.
Amazing.
It won't just be the same move.
Looking for the definitive into this round.
Me doing double Dragon Kicks. Trying to do double Dragon Kick motion, thinking that will be my level 3.
Player 2,
No. No, it
Does
is
anybody in
not.
this game have a double dragon kick?
No,
I've seen that before, and it's horrible.
No, I think everyone's is quarter forward or circles.
Double charge for Giles,
Mm-hmm.
which I've only ever done once, even in training.
What do you mean by double charge? Can you tell me numbers?
4, 6, 4, 6, or 1, 3, 1, 9.
Oh, okay. I know the motion you're talking about. The one that, at least when I have a square gate, is real easy. But when I have a quad gate, it's real fucking hard.
You just said the same thing.
When I have a square gate, when I have a square gate, it is easy. When I have the octagate, it's not.
Gotta be mindful of reach and jumping this way. And already back to the wall. Jump! There's a change of side, planting trees and people with a power driver. Going in? Are we going to see a comeback here?
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I was expecting it to be back.
A dash? This is gonna hurt. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Ropes with a kick. Solid. First counter pick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Russian handshake. The final round. Who's gonna take this? Nothing but air. Heavy punch sends him flying. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Eats it. Gets the counter hit. Nothing stops this trick. Reach out and hug. Just go for it. What are they going to do? You're done. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
It's a kick, not a punch.
Taking out a punch.
Yeah. Which is weird to me, but
That's where Buster Wolf goes, though.
yeah. It's just weird to me.
I'll be right back.
Hold that.
No, this is not Parappa the Rapper, Smage. Though I've actually never played any of those games.
Right now, we're in for some
I know
respect.
of them, but I've never actually played them.
What you have. No mercy for you.
Sort of similar to Guitar Man, but there's only, I think, one of those.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
I was not expecting that, but
Throw
okay.
hits. Now it's time for some fun. Are they trying to slow down the pace with projectile? Will they hit? Will they
Whoa.
charge in? Tricky territory here. Charges in with authority. Takes him all the way to the corner with that.
What? What's distressing about it, Smage? What's distressing about my throw?
Here's the jump in.
Damn.
Player 1 is working with less than
Oh, hello.
They need to be very careful here. Throws to get around their defense.
Look! You say that, but there's so many other things that are, oh, that person should be dead or paralyzed that we do in here.
Look to apply pressure here.
Zangief.
Yes! Exhibit A, everything Zangief does.
Hanging on for charges forward. What are they doing?
Another my example, literally setting you on fire.
Gotta be careful not to whip the club half the
DJ's what the heck punches that levitate you in air as he is punching you.
And
Yeah,
punch
he
through
does.
you.
Yeah, he does punch fast enough to levitate you in air, don't he?
I don't know if that's so much punching fast enough or punching hard enough that he's pushing you back up each time against gravity.
I believe both, right?
Any EX Shoryuken or special Shoryuken, whereas you just hear the skull shatter through the chin. Another case in point, everything Blanca.
reach and jump
Not just for his opponents, but for blocking himself as well.
Just electrocute himself. Damn, couldn't flash get you out. Cannon spike. Oh no, she has an air grab!
I hate that that's a question we have to ask.
That's on me.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Open with the jump in. This is gonna hurt. Use the same logic.
Okay, I'm unaware. How is Ohio with fires? Because I'm pretty sure Nethos.
Cleveland River.
I don't know. I
remember
assume it's a
when we-
river that was on fire at some point.
You remember when we joked about how
At some point.
How frequently is it on fire?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just like the West Coast, the mountains to West Coast fires. Got it.
remember how we like made that comment that I'm not on fire yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on fire now.
Well, I mean, 'tis the wildfire season.
Yeah. It's not a wildfire. It's usually not a wildfire, is the problem.
Is it
Okay.
barbecue fire?
When I say wildfire, I am counting man-made fires that go so out of control that they cover multiple counties. At that point, the fire has gone wild.
These? What is this baby ass fire Limp's talking about?
I'm saying that's the
Dude,
minimum.
have you paid any? I mean, you don't live here, but like, not too long ago, like,
Is this
right in
fun?
the middle.
Just bad. I don't know what you want, bud.
I don't give a shit. Is this fun?
No.
They trade hits and now decides to meet them in the air. Player one chases them through this super art connect. Jumps in. He's dead.
I am just following your lead in jumping attack and then lots of lights.
They want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
Well, I'm aiming for. Just because you call it doesn't mean.
Player two
Wait.
has the life lead. Can they build on this? Jump. Hits with the overhead. Jumps in. Gets the jump in. Jumps up. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Overhead, but it won't work. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big.
You're in my way.
Big throw.
Watch your head.
Who's gonna take it?
I guess I am really lucky that I live on the East Coast because the fires rarely does the smoke come this way. Which is actually kind of weird. You would think it would come this way, what with the jet stream direction. Yeah, that's actually kind of strange to me now that I think about it.
Might go around you.
Maybe. Though we have one time had the smoke from Canada get down here. Which again feels weird to me because of the direction like weather normally travels for storms and whatnot around here.
Had the radar up and running. The low heavy hits. Easy pick. Throws him. What's next? Life lead is opening up. If that can
Press
still be
the
overcome
fucking
with
rush.
that drive attack isn't going to work. Heading into the end game. KO. Player one draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Jump! Who gained control of the match in the early going? Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Jumps in! Can't tech the throw. Charge, release the choke. Charges forward. Oh, starts up the choke. Jumps up. Adds parry to the pressure. Big throw. Knockdown and... Like the flames of dancing. Drops them under half life and closes the gap. Juicy
I guess it isn't fire wings, it's like fire
What'll happen here?
arm bangles.
Yep.
I'm kind of surprised that doesn't refresh your fire.
It didn't get to recovery.
Here comes a new
Yeah, I think it actually does.
End of recovery is when the flame stocks now appear.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna
Okay,
be
this feels like
exciting
a
to see.
actual picture from the little I know of them that would happen.
Right before a fight, even.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Goes for the throw. Can they use the corner to stage a comeback?
Again, Betrayer. Haven't played in a while.
Slugging it
Don't
out.
know the character. Everything else gets punished.
Not able to relax just yet. Gets a chance with the jump. There's a punish count. This can lead to something
Right, I have
very
power
big
dunk.
if they can capitalize.
Oh! That's... Okay,
That's new.
right. That sends you far!
To read each other.
Like, that was the X, sure, but...
Heading into the end game now.
That's part of why I switched off of Bison.
Picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
The changes took away some of the dumb shit I would do to get in on him, so I need to mess with him some more to figure out how to not be turtly on him. Whereas on Geef, I can just be an idiot and run in
Checks them with the projectile.
and see if it works.
We'll look to apply pressure here. Grabs him. What'll happen here? Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Gotta be mindful of reach and jumping in this range. Super clutch corner switch. Release control. Shows the medium kick.
Ah, I was hoping I was going to tag your leg. Oh, you got me. I did a grab.
Making sure they're done. Using the super to get the KO. Player one gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to look at the blow up here? Power charges forward. Fouling combo. Perfect air to air.
Oh,
Uses a drive parry against the attack. Dangerous range here.
right, crack shoot will not get me over almost nothing. It will probably get me over, like, Poison Lady's, Aki's, snake thing, but...
Maybe.
Missed the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one chases him down. It's right in there. Up for the quick burn. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Nails the anti-air. Knockdown and gotta be KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
round two. Fight.
Starts the party with a jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air.
Quarterback is not happening.
Charges forward. Projectile to try to change the situation. Throws to get
Our
around
dunk
the
has a
anti-air.
ton of recovery, or power...
Power
speed.
charge.
Use the threat of the corner.
Yeah, power charge is really combo only.
Pokes with the medium.
Because it juggles.
Perfect parry. What now?
Okay.
The flames are dancing. Kagaru no mai. Medium kick hit. Kept their composure and pulled out a combo at just the right time.
I messed up the input.
Just when you can't
What were you trying?
The combo.
Okay. I don't know what the combo is, to be fair.
You know you can't back out after you hit ready?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
It's not like a Final Fantasy 14 ready check.
Or
Whereas you can then...
ready.
Well, I guess it is because you can hit ready, but then still say, wait, that's a lie. Don't hit a button.
Or most other fighters. as long as
No,
it hasn't
no,
started.
it's exactly like a FF14 because once you commit, you're,
Yeah,
you're
no,
locked in.
That's why I corrected myself, saying, "Wait, no, I'm wrong," because it is a wait. Verbally say, "Wait, I'm not actually ready," and you try to say that before the other person hits ready. So I guess it's like the duty, like the enter duty thing.
Yeah, once you say you're ready, you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure. This round is over. Dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes.
Too early.
I do still enjoy the title. 90% of my body is cutscenes.
You know they reset them, right? So you have to go set yours again.
No, I don't think.
I said this last time, but
That's fair.
I don't fix mine then. I just haven't been paying attention to it.
Yeah, it's one of those things of, hey, I only just went up and looked at them. That's in an area of the screen. That's part of the screen that is not important.
I hate that.
That is, I do not agree.
Too
with that
punishing.
change at all. Yeah,
When the fire's over, sure, but not end of recovery.
yeah.
So you're saying it. Let me make sure I'm understanding. If you get hit while the fire is going, like actually starting, it's fine. But the moment the fire's gone and you're in
I don't
recovery,
think
you
you can
should
be
have the
hit
fire.
while the fire is. I don't think
You can be hit.
while-
You can hit
Oh, okay.
with projectiles, disjointed things.
No, I think if the move doesn't fully recover, you don't get flame stops.
Yeah, no,
That-
that's right. That's how it happens now. I was trying to confirm if I was understanding what Bertrand was saying. Like, right now, before the recovery's even done, but the main pillar of fire... Honestly, after the main pillar of fire has, like, gotten at least halfway, you should have the fire. So basically, if you get punished early for it, you don't get the fire. But after, like, the halfway point, you're going to get the fire. Does that make sense of what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Or it could be like Shiki's, whereas you get the fire, and whatever leftover fire stacks you have go into the next round. Actually, I think I now kind of want that. That might be overpowered, but...
Manon does it.
Yeah. And honestly, technically, Manon gets them eat, I'd argue potentially eat more easily. Because yours
She ain't got to
expire...
spend meter.
Yeah, yours expire and cost a bar of super. Hers, at worst, costs some drive gauge to permanently acquire.
That's rough.
I can't tell when I can and cannot rush is the problem. Because sometimes I try to when I know that you're now in recovery, and it just won't let me and forces me to wait out the recovery of the parry.
It might be the block stun, dude.
I didn't even consider that. For some reason, I didn't even think there would be block stun for parry, but of course there is. I mean,
Not for
otherwise-
perfect.
But I landed and threw.
That is, you really
Yeah,
should have
exactly.
had it there.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. Like, everything of the animation was basically done. You should have the fire.
That's what I'm saying. When the
Yeah.
animation's over, I should have the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is an extra fucking...
Like 10
I wanna
frames
say-
or something.
It's more like 30.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
God.
lot. I waited for that fire to disappear and casually walked up and
Yep.
threw him.
I think it completely killed everyone who was in line. Oh, so welcome back, everyone, from the ads.
You want to get in there, Rue?
Yeah, sorry, I got a text.
No worries.
I admit the next, not this one, but my next, cycle-ish up will probably be my end for, this one. And then I'm going to go do the, Battle Hub load test.
No mercy for you.
Makes sense.
And that
if
is
you can get this to work with World Tour, that's a great. That's all. That right there is great stream material.
well, like I'm going to do Battle Hub first because it has the same sort of. In some ways, it
I
has
know.
the same problem, or potentially worse because it's more independent actors that are not.
It's also more people in there
yeah.
Yeah.
than you're going to see on World Tour because they will cull after a certain distance.
Yeah. I was just saying if it works, like the world, like there is a real single player.
Oh, I know.
Fun game
I have.
here.
I tried doing it once, and then my avatar locked up. Then my entire computer blue screened, and then
Yep,
I
I
lost
remember.
everything in my app data. Learned that Discord and Notepad are in app data.
God.
That hard drive was such a failure.
Yes, and then considering I found out, oh yeah, no, this is not one of our hard drives. It's,
Red.
oh,
Chance for big damage with the punish count. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
it's a punch, not a kick. This is why it's not coming out.
What patience to scout out the counterattack.
Oh, his dragon move.
Yes, his
Yeah.
spinny kick. I get that his arms go out like propellers, but
I
in
was
my,
about to say it's more like a spinny punch.
I get
but
it.
I
But in
mean-
my brain, I see the feet, not the hands.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. It's I want to try to figure out how to play Ed, but like
Ow.
his kicks all being punches as well fucks me up.
I mean, the man is a boxer.
Yeah, but you would think at that point he has, nothing but punches effectively.
That's the truth.
That's the
All of
Okay.
his kicks
Yeah,
are
all of his
punches.
kicks are punches, so it fucks me up.
Sorry, I was interpreting that the other way.
No.
Of you press the punch button to get a kick.
Nope.
So he's
No.
like
It's
Dudley.
just everything is a punch.
Yeah.
It means he's
Man was about to cop
Tundra.
a feel.
No, he was about to help you out because he was saying, "Hey, want to do one more?"
He went too far for that.
His hand
Not on my screen.
on my
No,
on my
dude.
screen, his hand was basically at his belt level.
On my
No.
screen, you were standing on top of her and reaching past her head.
Yes, yeah, he was going straight for the waist.
He had not gotten down that far on my screen. It sounds like
That's
he didn't get down that far
hilarious.
on
that
Prayers
just shows
either.
that just shows how this game, like any game with rollback's gonna have weirdness, but
To
it's
be
there.
fair, DJ does sit on people's faces, so
Yeah.
Sure does.
Also, hey, Caster PD, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Hope things are going well for you.
Oh, I thought for sure that was gonna hit.
If it did, your thing would have absorbed it.
Yeah, it's very right. That was that point. Oh, hello, that goes on.
I think only when he overdrives it though.
okay. So light is full range, but doesn't interrupt anybody else's projectiles. Medium is half range and interrupts projectiles. Heavy is short range and interrupts a lot of shit and recovers super fast.
Mhm.
And then EX is, what if heavy, but lots of times?
Hi, Cookie. No. No, you have food over there, you silly thing. You're not fooling anybody.
But she could have more food.
Oh, she just wants the tuna to always be fresh.
Yeah.
And I keep
Lena-
it as fresh as possible, but
Lena's weird. She both wants it fresh, but also she wants to graze at it. And unfortunately, because of how hot it's getting, it's drying out the wet food before she gets to it half the time. Or at least drying out the outer layer of it so it feels crusty in her mouth like that.
Alright, what's up now? Throws him. What's next? So they break
I like that throw.
the opponent.
Oh,
he's
That's
got
right.
so many good throws
This is a real
that are just like normal throws.
definitely know what
He's a
the other
good wrestler.
Oh, they did a great job of leaning into the wrestler thing in this game. That's right. You basically can't drive rush Cammy.
good job blocking the jump.
Impact.
They're showing us just
Imp
how
drive
good
impact,
they
yep.
can be. The jump in is denied. Throws to get around their defense.
Oh,
A little too enthusiastic about that one.
It has a huge forward momentum with drive rush that I have learned,
Yeah.
but too far away.
If you had jumped at all, it would have tagged you.
Yep.
Instant jumping.
I don't think he was all that wrong to aim for it.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. By the way, frame traps for throws.
Likely that they may sit on. Full SA meter
Give him the SPD.
going on the offensive. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big.
That's unfortunate.
Ooh, that is not a thing to spin into, sir.
No. No, it is not.
He'll spin you enough. You don't need to spin into it. Some could say you screwed yourself. That's it. That's my funny joke of the fucking day. Everything else is gonna be waste.
Player 2 is in a
Damn
very
it.
good solid anti-air. That's gonna be the round.
Fact of stepping range
That's
is
clean, by the
crazy.
way.
I believe you reached into that one.
He did.
On my screen, I saw a button press, and I think you reached into it. But I'm just reading the input stuff because people keep complaining about input stuff, and well,
And it's a tool to use.
Yeah, I can do it. Like, why are you not doing the command?
because you can only do it after neutrals, is what I'm seeing over here.
It might have been a change.
Basically doesn't link anymore, you mean?
Mm-hmm. 'Tis my old knowledge. Damn it.
God damn it. That's what I've been trying to do. It's hard, but I just want to do it because it's like style points.
Of the
Ooh,
Tiger
call out.
Mini.
okay, never mind. Your low can just beat my frame trap. Good to know.
I was going to say, like, the main thing I thought for frame traps is that they're mostly mind games because it's you solve option A one way, you solve option B possibly two ways.
Well, the
But
thing
it's-
is 2 slaps into a screw pile driver beats most anything on the ground. If you
By
just
the
try
way,
to swing into it.
Cammy's heavy punch, heavy kick combo cancels 2 frames later for everything, except for supers. So yeah, you got to do things. You have to either do things that are 2 frames faster if they were 1 frame linkers, or I don't know what to tell you. That's what it's saying, and so 2 frames later is fucking rough.
Yeah.
Where are
I-
you looking? Because the one I pulled up is like on release and never updated.
The StreetFighter.com page, because it has updates.
Yeah, you have to go there. They don't really update it anywhere else. The wiki does eventually, but
I was going to say, also, to be fair, a lot of the times that gets linked to through the Steam community page.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve that one. God, that was half my health. Okay. Oh, I know what you're doing. Okay.
you mean the thing that Zangief did? Oh shit!
Yeah,
I tried to
yeah.
jump.
I was like, he's jumping a lot now. I should probably stop.
You don't want to get aerial Potemkin busted?
Do not want to get aerial Potemkin busted. Man doesn't even have to spend meter to do it.
Man doesn't even have to spend meter to do it.
Though he can if he wants to.
It is a special.
Or would that be closer to, like, Heavenly?
I have. a
Heavenly's the meter, but you also are talking
Yeah.
about drive gauge for EX Borscht.
Yeah,
You were
I
correct.
do have to. I do have to spin meter for Borscht to not be insanely precise.
No, I was talking for the 1-bar super. He jumps up
Mm-hmm.
from the
Oh,
ground.
that
and,
I'll be honest. I forgot that existed, and I should have been doing that.
You can't forget that exists, man. You forget
know.
the 2 exists, not the 1.
I know.
the 2 is super lariat, right?
It's very bad, super lariat. It's a combo tool, but I just don't think it's worth the meter.
I thought
Well,
the
you also
super
have
bad
to one
one-
frame in and out of it.
I thought the super bad one was his parry.
Try and do here in this first round. Shuts down the arrow first.
Oh, hell on.
Player 1 puts the opponent into the corner.
Also, it's Cammy. I should have also just been throwing Thunderstorm in there to fuck with him. I think Thunderstorm beats all of his like lows and stuff.
Was looking for that jump
As
attack.
long as I call it out, because it has, 10 billion years of startup.
Corner pressure for some juicy damage. All right,
Hell on.
what's coming next? Player 2 chases him down.
Okay.
Wasn't what I wanted, but it worked.
Player 2 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Round 2. Fight.
Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. The jump in is denied.
Dang.
Adds parry to the pressure.
I think the wiki basically at this point says Thunderstorm is like the coolest move in the game that you absolutely need to forget exists. Don't do it. It's a trap.
Well, also because like it still doesn't work on everything that it looks like it should.
Yeah.
It's very good at doing what it does, but the problem is it is a super hard call out that gets you counter punished.
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Pokes with the medium.
However, it can do crazy bullshit things like catch Guile's overdrive flash kick.
Like to be fair, because it can like hamper half or more of a character's
Oh, hello.
move set, it makes sense that it has to be delayed.
Oh yeah, no,
like that, but,
it would be ridiculous if you could like throw it into a block string or something.
but it would be nice if it had a way for you to end it early, potentially. Does that
Miss
make-
Finer cancel Thunderstorm.
Yeah.
I would be okay with being able to spin meter to go into to lariat out of it. I actually think that would be fun.
Also, I just realized another character whose whose alternate form persists between rounds.
Kimberly's.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
What?
I couldn't chase it.
Yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm still blown away that, like, of all things, Jamie got a nerf. Apparently he needed it, but, like, also question marks.
Time to fill out the situation. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The impact gets blocked. Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in.
Also, I
for a
have
good game.
been doing I can stop the recording now.
Their damage output.
I have lost only a grand total of 198 frames due to rendering lag, only 28 due to encoding lag, and that could be the ones that I just drop the moment OBS starts up. I forgot to hit the
Well, I
reset
mean, it
button.
sounds like successful multiplayer test.
I guess I'll test it without the recording, and then I'll see how it is with recording. But yeah, I think it must have been because I used to use NVIDIA Broadcast for part of its noise canceling thing because I thought it was magical. Then I realized what it was actually doing, and what I thought it was doing was using tools, AI, whatever, to like analytical AI to be, hey, here's this noise in the background with your voice. We can on the fly erase that background noise. No, it just acted like a fancier noise gate.
Very bad cannon spike.
Yeah, that cost a lot, didn't it?
Space with the throw. Knockdown and player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They're sitting on a full super arcade.
I am
Remember?
glad that Kimberly's
Yep.
that Kimberly has 2 tells for I'm in super mode.
The music and the visual.
Okay, 3 tells. Also, look down at her super bar.
I'd never look at the super bars. I just glance at how big the color in the corner of my eye is.
That's fair. But yeah, like, they did a good job of, she's in super mode.
Yeah.
Because it changes so much of her stuff, right?
No, it just
Visually.
adds a speed boost.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just a speed boost.
I thought
think
I thought they changed like frame data by a tiny margin.
Nope, not the frame.
Movement
frame
speed
data
and
is not
damage.
wrong. Yep.
Okay.
If it changed her frame data, it would be a nightmare.
I
Should
mean,
just be OP.
fair. I was going to say also.
Especially since she retains it. Yeah.
I was going to say. I mean, Shiki.
Yeah, but we should not use Melty Blood, especially at this point, as any kind of.
And his shit's not even OP.
Yeah. If
You just
know
don't like
how
it because you can't tell how it works.
Yes, no, that is
yeah, if
true.
you
I
know what
don't
you're looking
understand
at-
how it works well.
if you know what
you've
you're
got me
looking
there.
at, it has tells. It's just the move he does that's a low looks like a high, and the high looks like a low, and
And,
Call the bitch out,
and the
he
animation is intentionally trying to feint you, and it does a good job of it. Like, I assume it starts out looking like a high, but it clearly hits low, right?
no.
No.
It's how long the delay on the startup of the moves is really what you're looking at.
Yep.
Like if he starts and then it goes off later, it's the high.
Okay, can I go through it since
Yes.
Yes.
if he crouches, he's about to do a high because he's going to crouch then vanish. If he just vanishes, he's doing a low.
Which I guess makes sense because he's crouching because he's about to effectively jump.
Yeah.
Yep. And he does jump. It's just an anime teleport.
Hard to do it to you, kid.
Is one of those things, I
Man.
guess, of I know you have told me this time and time again, but in the heat of the moment, my brain doesn't process it fast.
Oh yeah,
enough in
no, it
time
doesn't
yet.
process for me either. Like I would need to just be slapped around. And when Betrayer slapped me with Shiki for like 3 rounds in a row, I started to get the hang of it.
Yeah, like I admit, I've had times like when we did strive, I went into the battle tower and it was, hey, here's a Leo who's kicking my shit in. I want to keep fighting him and keep getting my shit kicked in until I figure out what the hell is going on.
I mean,
then
remember
you
when
win.
I did that E Honda where I finally started winning and he rage quit?
Yes,
Yes.
that was the funniest shit in the world. I was literally just thinking that. I was gonna make the joke and then you take 1 round off them and they quit.
To be fair, this Leo quit because I think he got tired of beating me and what I was doing, and he wanted variety. Also, he made me rank down, and I think he may have been, no, there's no reason for me to fight you anymore. I'm not going to rank up fighting you.
I got lucky on that backdash.
I also have to remember, backdash is a thing, and block forward drive impact thing.
I do still want to like occasionally do Melty Blood, but it is a little bit of a shame that the changes to Shield I feel like just broke so many things that they had to do, but I don't know.
I wouldn't say had to.
You
They
don't think so?
they may needed to have changed some things, but not in the way that they changed it.
Yeah.
I think they should have made it. I think they should have made it so that you weren't getting the lock stuff, but I don't think they needed to fix it outside of that.
Yeah,
And
that's
all that
fair.
lock stuff was stuff that could have been altered.
Yeah.
This is Tasty Steve on commentary. Gets a chance with the jumping. Goes for the throw. Still early in the round. Good anti-air. Jump in, finds the mark. Gets him all the way to the corner with that. And
I didn't get the input correct.
let them go on the attack. Takes a trip. They work finding the opening. Picture perfect punish counter. Throws to get around their defense. At this range, many attacks connect. If you
I wish Under Night 2 wasn't just so counterpick the fighter.
Player 1 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Round 2. Fight.
create space to start. All right, who's gonna swing first? Turns it up a notch and sends them to go for the super hard. Yo, here's the
That was a parry!
Right, I thought you couldn't parry supers.
point of this round.
No, you can absolutely
Very
Very
supers.
supers.
It's just you can't drive impact supers there.
Yes,
Ah,
correct.
Okay.
I never saw a parry on my screen.
I saw the parry. I saw the
Ooh.
parry. I don't know
That
if he
sucks.
dropped it at the last moment or something, but I did see the parry.
I was holding it because I heard Buster Wolf.
Yeah,
There
maybe
we go.
should.
Universe is
This
balanced.
is probably I should not be the room host situation.
I mean, I don't know how this game handles things, to be fair. I don't know if it goes through the host, or if the host just gets to deal with the controls, if it's brokered. I assume it's brokered peer-to-peer, quite frankly.
Corner switch means
But you're not the broker.
we're still early in the round. They're at risk of dangerous pressure. Gotta avoid this corner.
I will give it
That's
this.
right. You gotta faint.
Charging.
I will give it this.
The low kick connects.
It has the least problems with rollback of the games we play,
Nailed with a punish counter.
but it is also the newest game, so.
Counter. Life lead is opening up. But that can still be overcome.
Xrd has some weird shit that happens. It's fun, but you really feel the rollback in that.
Ah, damn! It only hit you twice. I thought I was going to get all three.
Player one creates a good corner opportunity. For the neck hunt. Player two can't afford mistakes without the drive. Drive impact for the win. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage.
Oh,
That's the wrong direction.
Kimberly's
That's towards
also-
the screen.
yeah, I was gonna say Kimberly is also guilty of not kicking people when they're down. She doesn't flop on their face like DJ. In that case, she just slide kicked your neck off.
Well, on my side, it looked like she went over me.
Well, she did.
Oh,
I mean,
that
the-
poor
the-
punch.
Yeah,
In a flash. Jumps up.
at least I remember what the level 2 is now.
Going in. Player two has the chance to win the round if player two needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Scrapping it out up close. Player one
Teleport to.
clear victory. I know that
Teleporto.
I didn't even see a teleport. I just saw you slide across the screen faster than my
Yeah,
brain
but
could react.
the movement speed effect is what I was referencing
Okay.
there.
I should, in theory, have 17 billion years to Borscht Dynamite every run on top, red up on me. I will not do it a single time, though.
No, it's not in here. I have to go back to the beginning for this.
Also, that's not true. Kimberly has so many ways out of that.
Yeah, let's go into lobby 1. It's crowded. It's the most crowded. It seems like this is the perfect place to go to test this, right? I'm not even going to go into a fight. Chugging, chugging. Chugging, chugging. Chugging because it's loading people, but like... The game's chugging, but the camera capture so far actually it's not even chugging as much anymore. No, not rising uppercut, not that.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. I found my
Seems to be
camera
working, though.
controls. Yeah? Like, after it finished loading everyone, it's actually kind of butter smooth. Now, again,
That's good.
they may have updated stuff with this. Like, again, it feels like they actually may have done a performance patch. But like, this is still phenomenally better than it was before.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm glad that the
Oh, I'm
test
dead.
has been
Ah!
successful. There's a roll sticker, and I'm sad I probably missed the chance to get it. But also, you know, I kind of wish Mega Man Legends I miss I should, that's one of the things I'll do. That's a game that I feel is stream worthy.
Mega Man Legends is fun.
It is. It just sucks that I admit I've played 1 as Mega Man 64 a lot. I've never finished 2. I bought it, but I also bought it around the same time as Breath of Fire 3 and 4 and 5. And that was the point where I was, hey, I kept on getting interrupted with life stuff, and thus it was so fragmented, I eventually just stopped.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think I have myself... it is still tracking me just fine. Okay, we will have to see if in the future it does other similar things. Like the camera just suddenly stopped tracking me. But I think this is enough of a test to say, in the future, I think I might be able to finally do World Tour on here. But yeah, I think this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. So, everyone who dialed in, yes, everyone who joined in, thank you very much for joining for the test. My brain, my old
Dialed
brain.
The fucking 80s.
Exactly. Look, no.
Is that why? Is
that was
that
still
why I'm
90s.
seeing only Columbo memes in one of my servers?
No, that's because Columbo resurged because people realized, wait, this is the type of detective drama we want, not the Dick Wolf stuff. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you again for everyone who tuned in. This week is heavy with streams. Tomorrow will be another GCC stream, but it's going to be a hangout stream. I'm debating what I'm doing. I might be doing a little bit of our collecting of items of
I can
our
uppercut
async.
too.
Yep.
Let me do that. A little bit of progress of our async. I might do some Mario Kart World, but it's basically going to be hanging out, talking about things. If you guys have any questions you want to ask us, or any topics that you might want us to try to talk about, feel free to ask us then. Obviously, we reserve the right to say no, but, feel free. And as always, if you have enjoyed, please, on the Twitch side of things, give a follow if you can. Helps the channel grow on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, live or the VOD, a like and subscribe also helps things grow on the YouTube side. And speaking of Twitch side, you know what? I think I know who we're rating, but let me just confirm they are live. Yes, they are. So we're going to go raid Jiggy. It looks like he is doing his post-Zeldathon, basically post-Zeldathon debrief. Again, thank you all very much for watching today. Hope you all have a good night. Take care.